Molly, I've got big news. We're going to be pregnancy buddies. Really? Congratulations, Pearl. I'm sure childbirth and raising children will be a challenge, but let's help each other. Yeah, I'm glad I have someone I can rely on so close by. I want to give my child the best environment and education possible, so I'm doing lots of research on that. I'll share what I find with you, Molly. Thanks. You're amazing, Pearl. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I think I'll just have my hands full with the birth, lol. Me too. The first part is making sure they're born healthy. She was just born. She ended up coming 4 days before the due date. It looks like the baby has a pretty relaxed personality. Did you see the picture of her? Yeah, I did. Lol. So ugly. I thought it was a monkey. Lol. Huh? Really? Aren't newborns all like that? No, she's clearly just ugly. So, what's her name? Summer. Is that because she was born in the summer? You think too on the nose, don't you think? I don't think so. What about your baby? Ava. Isn't it a pretty name? Yeah. Oh yeah. When mine is born, do you want to go to baby massage class together? It's supposed to be very good for the baby. My baby seems to have bad skin, so I'll pass. Are you sure? I thought it'd be great to go together. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, Ava. I heard you got an A+ on your test. Congrats. Thanks, Summer. That's amazing. And you got into that beauty pageant, right? You heard already? Oh, my mom decided to enter me. Really? You're so pretty, so it's only natural you got in. No, I just got lucky. I don't really care about the pageant or becoming a model later. I prefer learning with my tutor. Do you like studying, Summer? I guess I'm not so smart. Mom's talked about getting me a tutor, but I don't want to. Oh. You've been getting lessons from a tutor for a long time, right? You're so smart, Ava. And you're learning lots of other things too, right? Yeah, I guess. Ballet on Monday, swimming on Wednesday, piano on Thursday, tutor on Tuesday and Friday, cooking and folk dancing at the weekend. Really? Do you even have any time off? I have to study 5 hours minimum after getting home, too. So I'm always lacking sleep. I don't dislike studying, but I wish I had a bit more free time. You're pretty busy. Oh, but piano was cancelled this week. So I've got nothing to do on Thursday. Why don't you come over, Summer? We can study together. If you need help with anything, I can help you. Is it okay? Oh, but we're studying? You don't want to? But if you memorize everything you've learned in elementary so far, it'll be a big help. I guess you're right. Okay, I'll go. It's been a while since we met, Ava. See you Thursday! Hi, Ava. Have you got a minute? Hello! What's up, Aunt Molly? The other day, Summer went to visit your house, right? Summer seems a little quiet since then. Did something happen? I'm not sure. I see. I'm sorry to suddenly ask. Anyway, thank you. Is Summer okay? She seems kind of gloomy, and she's not eating much. Normally, she's constantly playing outside, but she is unusually calm. She was the same as normal when she came over. Okay. I wonder what happened. Oh, yeah. Aunt Molly, have you got a bit more time? There's something I want to ask you. Pearl, can we talk? There's something I want to ask you. Oh,
Molly. It's been a while. It's unusual for you to get in touch with me. I guess so. It looks like our kids keep in touch a lot. But it's been quite a while for us. It's because you're kind of hard to talk to these days, Pearl. What? Did you text me just to tell me that? I'm sorry, but I've got an appointment with Ava's beauty pageant organizers. So, can you keep this brief? Summer visited your house the other day, didn't she? She's been acting strange since that day. You don't happen to know anything, do you, Pearl? No, I don't know. I see. I thought she seemed less cheery, so I thought maybe something happened. Oh, really? Maybe she learned her place? It didn't seem like she knew it before. Her place? I had a little chat with Summer. She's not fit to be around Ava, so I told her she should stop spending time with her. What? You said that? To a child? It's exactly because she is a child. You have to make sure they understand these things from an early age. What are you talking about? It's true, isn't it? My Ava gets excellent grades and is beautiful. I don't want her to get any bad influences from being around mediocre people. Summer isn't exactly that great when it comes to her smarts or her looks. Lol. How can you say something so horrible? That cheerful girl has stopped talking. Do you realize how much you hurt Summer? I just told her the truth. Looks like her mother didn't know either. Isn't it better if your daughter gets plastic surgery? She'll look even worse next to my Ava otherwise. What? I can't believe you'd say something so disgusting. You're the worst, Mom. Huh? I don't ever remember ever giving birth to you, Molly. Lol. It's me, Ava. I'm right beside Aunt Molly now. I saw the whole conversation. Nice try. But that's an easily disprovable lie. Lol. Not very creative of you. She's swimming now, so she can't be at your house as well. If you think it's a lie, why didn't you call the swimming school? But maybe you won't need to. It's probably around time that the coach will notice I'm missing and call you. I am the star student after all. Huh? Is this true? Yeah. I was worried about Summer, so I came to visit. Worried? Why? Aunt Molly got in touch with me. She said that Summer was acting strange since she got home. But she was the same as normal when she was with me. So I wondered if you did something to her, Mom. You're always trying to fight with Aunt Molly. And talk bad about Summer. I'm honestly embarrassed by your behavior, Mom. What? Mom. You always put down other kids when you compliment me. If you're going to compliment me, you should just compliment me. Why do you always say bad things about Aunt Molly and Summer? I'm embarrassed to have you as a mother. I love Aunt Molly and Summer. You're my pride and joy, Ava. What's wrong with bragging about your amazing daughter? You're strange, Mom. I'm always so busy that I don't have time to play with friends. I've even collapsed once from lack of sleep because you made me study 5 hours every day. You only give me salad so I can maintain my weight. I don't think normal moms treat their daughters this way. I've been tolerating this for so long, but not anymore. Ava, what's gotten into you? Since when did you start saying such things? I've always said I don't want to do all this. But you didn't listen. So that's why I gave up and stopped talking about it. But I'm not going to do as you say anymore. I'm so angry at you for hurting Summer. What do you plan to do about it? Aunt Molly is telling Dad to come over here. She's telling him everything that you've done. He'll believe us if he sees all the texts between you and Aunt Molly. I'll ask Dad and get him to divorce you. What are you talking about? Why would he divorce me? He will. He's always been against your strictness in the beauty pageant, Mom. You guys always argued about that. But in the end, you always cry and weep until we give up. That's how you always got your own way. Dad doesn't realize your potential. My potential? That's just an idea you pushed onto me.
Dad said to me before, if your controlling behavior became too much, to let him know. He said he'll oppose you to protect me. Dad cares about me much more than you do.
That's not true. No one cares more about you than I do, Ava.
If you really care about me, then you'll get out of my life. Bye.
Wait. Ava! Listen to me. I've given my all to raise you. You're just going to abandon me? Ava just went upstairs. Molly, what the hell did you say to Ava to turn her against me? I didn't do anything. Ava decided to do this herself. Are you trying to steal my daughter? I hate you. You've always been like this. Why do you hate me so much? We were so friendly with each other before we had our kids. Did I do something wrong? Yes, you did. What exactly? Tell me. You were always trying to outdo me at family gatherings. Wearing your designer clothes, trying to show off your leisurely stay-at-home mom status. Looking always happy, like you didn't have a care in the world. What? I have to work part-time even after getting married. But why do you get such an easy life? You're uglier than me, but you're so much more privileged. Isn't it unfair? Is that what you thought of me? Then I realized what it was. Your life is on easy mode because you went to a good college. Because that's the only good thing about you. Even if you felt that way about me, our daughters had nothing to do with it. It doesn't excuse the horrible things you said to Summer. Excuse me? The fact that she's your daughter is excuse enough. Your child is like an extension of you. When I saw your child for the first time, I knew I could beat you for once. I realized that Ava would help me do better than you. She's so pretty and smart. Of course she'll have a better life than you. Really? That's why I thought of everything to raise Ava perfectly. Food, education, clothing, toys. I didn't spare any expense and went for every edge I could. But your brother thought we should raise our child in a warm environment. It was ridiculous. You need to go all out from the beginning when raising children. I told him not to get in the way of my perfect plan. What do you think he said in response? What was it? He said to look to you for a good example of parenting. He told me that you took a very freedom-based approach to parenting. He said that my parenting was just putting strain on the child and the family. That's when I decided. I'll raise Ava to be the perfect child, better than your daughter. I vowed to prove that my parenting is better than yours. So you pushed your own ideal image of a child onto Ava. I'm sorry if my brother's words hurt you. I don't think I can say whether my parenting or yours is better. But your child isn't your property. Shut up! Don't you lecture me! Who do you think you are? It's clear from what happened today. You didn't prove that your parenting is the best. All you did was prove that your parenting didn't help anyone. Stop it! Don't say that. I worked so hard. But why do you have to say it like that? I think you should live apart from your daughter and reflect on your actions. Forget being a mother. You're missing something that makes you human. You're trying to say that you're perfect? I don't have much confidence as a parent. It might look to you like I don't have a care in the world. But back when we met, I was struggling with my infertility. It's not as if I wanted to tell you this. But I just want you to know that not everything is as it seems on the surface. What is this? You're so condescending. What should I do? If Ava leaves me, I'll have nothing. It's all your fault. Don't take Ava and my husband away from me. Your child doesn't exist to validate you. She's not your tool, nor is she an extension of you. Because you can't understand this, your family is going to get away from you. No, I don't accept this. I don't want to lose them. Stop comparing yourself to someone else. I don't want to say this, but you're not fit to be around your own daughter.
free with Ava tomorrow.
Oh? Is Ava okay already?
Yeah, she seemed sad at first. But she said she'll suffer if she doesn't get away from Aunt Pearl.
I see. And how are you doing, Summer? I'm sorry you got dragged into your mom's problems.
I'm doing good already. Ava has been crying and apologizing to me since yesterday. She says she's sorry for the bad things her mom said to me. She'll keep apologizing as long as I'm feeling down, right? So I decided to stop feeling down. And I want to be the one to support Ava from now on.
You're strong, Summer. Ava is very kind too. I'm proud of you both.
I know. Ava's great. I really like her. She's my precious friend.
After that, my brother dragged Pearl to us and made her apologize to me in Summer. My brother and Pearl discussed things at length and decided to divorce. Pearl insisted on getting custody of Ava throughout the court proceedings. But Pearl's strict parenting was considered abuse by the courts. Ava's father got full custody. But Pearl still didn't want to give up on getting Ava. She tried to kidnap Ava when she was alone. Ava asked passers-by for help, so she managed to get away. A restraining order was put on Pearl. Pearl went back to live with her parents. I hear that she was pretty seriously depressed, so she's undergoing therapy now. I'm disappointed that she never realized the error of her ways, and that she didn't start genuinely caring about Ava and my brother. But by being separated from her mother, Ava got the freedom that she wanted. Ava decided to switch to the same junior high school this summer, instead of the prestigious private one that her mom chose for her. She's always liked studying, so now she's more excited than ever to learn from her tutor. Summer and Ava are loving their school life. Summer might be a little bit too easygoing, but I'm sure she'll be fine as long as she's got Ava.
Is this Alicia? Who the heck do you think you are? I'm not going to let you get away with this. Pardon me? I'm sorry, but who are you? Brianna Moore. You're seeing Jonathan Moore, right? I'm his wife. Pardon me? Jonathan's wife? That's right. You're sleeping with my husband. That's adultery. You know what that means, right? Adultery? This is all a little sudden, isn't it? Jonathan is my husband. You're trying to steal a married man. Don't play dumb with me. I'm not trying to play dumb with you. But to accuse me of something like this so suddenly, I really don't understand. You must be pretty stupid then. Let me explain things to you one more time. You're dating Jonathan. I'm his wife. He's my husband. If you don't believe me, why don't you just ask Jonathan? Jonathan was quite surprised when I told him I knew too. But he came clean once I told him I knew. There was no denying it. I see. In fact, Jonathan just messaged me about this right now too. Of course. He told you his wife found out, didn't he? Yeah, that's what he said. So, you know what you've done, right? Well, that's what he said, but... Sleeping with another woman's husband? You're trying to take my man. So I'm going to get even with you. Get even with me? Before doing anything like that, I think you should know that I wasn't even seeing your husband like that. What? Don't give me that. Do you mean you've stopped sleeping with him? Surely you could come up with a better lie than that. We just started contacting each other recently. We've met up a number of times, but it was only as friends. I wouldn't say we were even dating. The agreement was to meet as friends first. Maybe he thought it was more than that, but... You've been contacting him through text messages, right? I've read through your whole chat history. It's pretty obvious to me that you two are cheating. I've read the proof. Don't try to deny it. Maybe he calls it seeing each other, but only in the literal sense of the word. Like I said, we've met up, but it was only to go out for a drink or to watch a movie. And I had no idea that he had a wife. I'm not interested in whether you thought he had a wife or not. You're lucky I haven't called my lawyer yet. You'd better be willing to pay me, though, or else I will take you to court. You know I can sue you for compensation money because of this. What? Sue me for compensation money? Of course. You slept with my husband. I can sue you for that. That's the risk you take when you knowingly sleep with someone who's married. You knew that, didn't you? You keep saying sleeping with, though. I told you I wasn't even dating him. And the fact that he was married, I had no idea. You can't prove that. And all those lovey-dovey messages you two were sending each other? It's obvious what you were doing. Lovey-dovey messages? That never happened. And besides, I met your husband from a dating app. It wasn't an app for meeting up or one-night stands either. It was on an app for people looking for marriage partners. So if a married man signs up for an app looking for people who want to get married, why would anyone assume they're already married? I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't care about any of that anyway. You'd better pay me my money. After all, you slept with my husband. It's only obvious you'd have to pay compensation money if you did something like that. It affects more than just you. Think about how I feel about this. Regardless of that, your husband joined a dating app out of his own free will. He wrote that he was single and looking for a wife. That's the only reason I started contacting him in the first place. Anything that happens after that, I can't be held accountable for his actions. Stop trying to make excuses. I don't care what you say. Jonathan is a married man, and you started seeing him. You can't talk your way out of this. Jonathan has already confessed to it. You'll just have to accept it. He confessed to what? Meeting me and having a drink? Meeting me and watching a movie? That's all we've ever done. Did Jonathan say any more than that? Yes, he did. He said he cheated on me with you. He's admitted to it. So I'm gonna make you pay me compensation money. What you're saying is absurd. If you're not going to pay me now, then I'll just sue you and get the money from you in court. You're going to sue me? That's right. You're saying you're not going to pay me. That means you're trying to run from this. So I'll just take you to court instead. Just calm down a bit. I didn't sleep with Jonathan. And I didn't know he was married anyway. I've explained this, haven't I? Shut up. If you don't want me to sue you for this, you'd better just pay me directly. Are you threatening me? What? Threatening? Yeah, you're threatening me. You're trying to scare me into giving you money, aren't you? Threatening is a bit of an exaggeration. I have every right to get compensation money from you. I'm just requesting it from you. And I'm answering all of your questions about this. If you're saying that Jonathan is having an affair with me, when I know we've never done anything, what are you basing this on? It's obvious from your chat history. Give me an example of what I said that shows I'm sleeping with him. You were asking him things like what day and time you two should meet up. Things like that. Oh, so basic things that any two people would commonly ask each other. Shut up. Are you saying you're not going to pay me compensation money? You're saying you want me to take you to court. You want to pay all the lawyer fees on top of the compensation money. I'm serious about this. What do you mean you're serious about it? I'm not going to let a woman get away with this. Not for trying to steal my husband. I'll never forgive you. Not till I get what you owe me. Pay me. If you don't, I'll even call your company and tell everyone you work with what kind of person you are. So basically, you're threatening me, aren't you? Just shut up and pay me. Do you want to be sued? If you want to sue me, go ahead and sue me. Huh? So you're gonna be like this, huh? I know you work for a good company. Jonathan told me. So you want to get fired over all this? If you just pay me the compensation money, we could settle this out of court, and I wouldn't have to make trouble for you at your office. Well, if you're trying to do this, doesn't that mean Jonathan would get fired too? What? Jonathan get fired? What are you talking about? Well, if you think I can get fired for it, why wouldn't he? I know what you're doing here. You and Jonathan. You're both just trying to get money from me, aren't you? What do you mean? You told your husband to register for the dating app. I bet you told him if he finds a good woman with money, that he should try to have an affair with her. And you'd try to get compensation money from her for doing it. That's what's going on here, isn't it? That's not it at all. Jonathan went and had an affair on his own. I had nothing to do with it. And I'm not forgiving him either. And I'm definitely not forgiving you. I see what's going on. Okay, those messages you sent to me, the ones where you were threatening me to get me to pay you, I'm gonna go show them to the police and see what they have to say about it. What? The cops? Why? I told you we could settle this out of court. The fact that you're so eager to settle this out of court, it seems a bit too fishy for me. You guys are running a con here, aren't you? You're trying to get money. Your whole aim is to get compensation money from people. You're using the dating app to find potential victims, aren't you? We wouldn't do anything like that. Look, I don't know what you're talking about, so let's just get this matter settled outside of court. We can do this in cash, so let's start discussing an appropriate amount. You know you're in the wrong here, so just accept it and give in. I'm not giving in. I didn't sleep with your husband. That wasn't the reason I met with him in the first place. We've never gone that far. And yet you try to threaten me by telling me I did something that I know I didn't do? You guys are scaring me now with taking things this far. So I'm going to the police and filing a report. What? You're reporting me? Stop messing around. Filing a report is only going to be bad for you, isn't it? And I'm sure it's going to get you fired, too. What? My company won't fire me for something like this. Besides, none of this is my fault anyway. I've done nothing wrong. How can you be so sure of that? That's a stupid question. I know if I've slept with someone or not. That's how I'm so sure of it. I know you're just trying to scam me. What? This isn't a scam. I thought everything was a little bit suspicious. Jonathan seemed a bit too pushy with everything. Luckily, I kept refusing to go any further than I did. Oh, and he kept wanting to take pictures of us together, too. Everywhere we went, he wanted to take pictures of it. And he tried to make sure I was in all of his selfies. If you read our messages, you'll see. He tried to make everything sound really intimate, no matter how small it was. And clearly, you could see my messages didn't have that tone at all. Not to mention how often he messaged me for no reason whatsoever. Now that I think about it, it's obvious he was trying to make it look like we were more than we really were. I guess he was desperate to make it look like that. I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Stop acting like this. Do you have any idea how I feel being cheated on? Honestly, I don't, but either way, I wasn't sleeping with your husband. So you've got nothing to worry about. Shut up. Just pay me my money. If you just pay me the money, we can end this all right here. I'll send Jonathan over to pick up the money from you tomorrow. Just pay me $1,000. That's pretty darn cheap for compensation money, don't you think? I wouldn't know about that. But I plan on going to the police about this anyway. If you keep messaging me trying to get me to pay, you'll just be wasting your time. I'm not doing anything until the police have looked into this. Why are you going to the police? I have every right to get compensation money from you. I'm only requesting that you pay me what I deserve. What right are you talking about? It's my right. Because you slept with my husband. I can sue you for that. I'm supposed to get money. I'm not doing anything wrong. You're supposed to pay me. I'm not threatening you. If I don't ask you to pay me the money, how else am I supposed to get you to pay it? Well, maybe if you had some proof? You could prove it to a lawyer or judge and get the money the legal way. But you're telling me that I slept with Jonathan when I know I didn't? And like I said, even if I had no idea he was married. So you wouldn't be awarded any money. I met him on a dating app for people looking for marriage partners, and he told me he wasn't married. So even if I had slept with him, you'd lose in court. And on top of that, I can prove everything I've said. You can't prove any of your outrageous claims. So I have no obligation to pay anyone any compensation money. What? Is that how it works? Yes. But I'm still gonna report this to the police, because I'm pretty sure you're trying to pull a scam right now. So, you'd better get ready for a police investigation. Wait, just hold on. I get it. I guess you legally don't have to pay me? I didn't know that. I misunderstood the law. Huh? It seems Jonathan feels really bad about what happened here, too. I guess I can forgive you this time. You didn't know he was married. I won't make you pay me anything. No, it's no problem. You don't have to apologize to me. You can explain everything to the police. What are you talking about? I told you I'm going to let this go. You don't have to pay me. I'm admitting I was wrong. Let's just be adults about this and let it go. It was just a big misunderstanding. This whole conversation is going to be proof of your threats and scheme to get money from me. So I'm just going to take it to the police and let them decide what they want to do. Please, don't do that. I told you the issue is resolved. You don't need to do anything rash. I understand I was wrong. You don't have to pay me. Let's just end it here. Huh? I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. You were obviously trying to pull a scam. I'm gonna report it to the police. It's the right thing to do. Why do you have to take it that far? I told you I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Well, you've already taken it this far with me. So there's a good chance you've done this before. You've probably threatened, scammed, and stole from other people in the past. I've never done anything like that. Please tell Jonathan not to use dating apps as ways to try to scam or hurt innocent people. Please, just wait. I'll tell Jonathan that. None of that has anything to do with me, though. It was all him. You've already told me your full name, and I have your contact info now that you've messaged me. So I'll be sure to give all of that to the police as well. And Jonathan's picture was clear on his profile, and I've already taken a screenshot of it. And where he states on his profile that he's unmarried and looking for a marriage partner. So the police should have no problem finding the correct guy and verifying your scam. I'm sorry for what we did. We'll never do anything like this again. So please don't go to the police. I'm begging you. I never wanted to do anything bad. You didn't want to do anything bad, yet you deliberately tried to scam someone? Oh, that's just scary. I'm so sorry. You can apologize all you want. At this point, I'm not going to let this go. You tried to scare someone into giving you money. So I'm afraid you're going to have to pay the consequences. You and your lovely husband. After that, Alicia went to the police and told them what happened. They advised her to file an official police report so they could investigate further and possibly charge the couple. After filing the report, the police started their investigation. They found out that Mr. and Mrs. Moore had done this same scam on a few other people. It turns out some of the people actually did end up paying them money. The police arrested Jonathan and Brianna Moore, and enough evidence was gathered to build a good case against the couple. After being taken to court for their crimes, the Moores were forced to pay back all the money they had taken from their other victims, as well as many additional fines for their actions. In the end, they ended up having to pay back a lot more money than they ever made from their scams. I guess it really shows that crime just doesn't pay.